doing today? Today we have a special episode. We're not playing Pokemon Pharaohs. We're not playing Dark Knight. Today I am showing you the demo for my newest game that is coming up. That is not the right button to click. My demo for the newest game that I'll have coming up. It's only about an hour long, so we're going to try and jam through it all today. I'm going to turn my desktop audio off. That's why I haven't gone full screen yet. I just want to have... Okay, I gotta turn this off now because there is no other sound besides this and the Pokemon centers throughout the game. And for some reason, once they turn on, they don't turn off because I don't have the other music around to shut it down. So today we are going to start off with a new game, and we're going to just walk through my good old demo. It should be about an hour. It's okay, there's no need to worry. I'm talking to you telepathically, so it can be just you and I. My name is Professor Charles Xavier. I've been looking for extraordinary individuals such as yourself to come to my school. When you are at the school, you will be taught how to control your special gift. Oh, you didn't know? You're a mutant. Just like myself, and just like all others you will encounter at my school. Almost all others you'll encounter at the school. What makes you a mutant? Well, that's a complex question with a very detailed answer, but in a nutshell, there's a specific gene in your DNA that is different from other humans. This specific gene is activated usually around puberty when you encounter a Pokemon that is especially attuned to your abilities. You know what Pokemon are, don't you? These wild creatures are usually very difficult for humans to control, even if they manage to capture them. But you are not like the others. Now that your mutant genes are activating, you should be able to catch Pokemon that match your ability thing. And since you're the main character, you can make your own ability thing so you can catch whatever you want to. Yeah, hi buddy. All the Pokemon that you've probably been warned to stay away from will now be a potential ally. I think we are diving too far into the world building though. We should be moving on to more important matters. The most important question, how do you want people to see you? We're going to be a male. And yes, I finally made a custom sprite for all of you people. It's a little color saturated, I'll give you that. I'm not good at these things. Perfect, looking good in that new school uniform. Next up is the fun one. Let's hear it. What is your super duper superhero name? Someone who played the demo said Xavier's got to be on crack for that one. I am gluttonous. My Pokemon say I will catch everything. Well, everything that I want to catch. So you're gluttonous. As a new student for the Dr. Xavier School of Gifted Youngsters, you will be required to move on campus. Your powers are only just now starting to ignite, so we need to make sure you are kept away from the others who might not be mutant friendly. This way, if you explode and go nuclear, someone nearby should be able to help you settle down, then teach you a better way to control your powers. While at the school, you will have full access to the facilities and be asked to test your abilities in order for you to control them. Who knows? Maybe someday you could even join the X-Men. Don't worry about that, though. For now, just focus on exploring the school, meeting the teachers, fellow students, and harnessing the gift you've been given. Thank you for playing, Gluttonous Pharaoh. And yes, I couldn't get a... What, dude? What? Hi, buddy. Apparently he's being a little bitch today. Hi. What's up? I couldn't get a wheelchair to look good, so I literally just ripped apart the baby sprite that was in there from Gen 4 and then just tossed him in a cart. Yeah, dude, here. You can get up in there. That's fine. You can't keep getting out from under the blanket then asking to go back under it, though. That's not going to be fine. So tell me, Gladness, which Pokemon ignited your little incident at the park? Thank you for bearing with me. It looks like he went back to sleep. Did it just... Oh, okay, yeah. So, you get access to so many Pokemon as your starter. The only downside about this, you have to, like, click the button to go. You can't just hold it, because holding it doesn't do anything, apparently. It's not my plugin. Yeah, that can happen. I need to fix its evolution. Probably going to do that after this video, but... So, I think we are going to pick Grookey. Why? Because I want to pick Grookey. And yeah, that might be an option too. I learned while making this whole part of the game that I do not know enough about Gen 7, 8, and 9. Apparently, Gen 6 is where my brain stops remembering what generation of Pokemon that Pokemon came from. You walk through that door and you never saw your childhood home again. Your parents forsake you for the incident at the park. You didn't mean to hurt those people, but it happened. Now it's easier for them to act like you don't exist than it is for them to come to terms with the power you've gained. You got on that X-Jet not knowing what laid ahead of you, but you knew it had to be better than what this life had become. Welcome, students! As you should all know by now, my name is Dr. Charles Xavier, and this is my family's home. Over the years, we as a group have done what we can to turn this mansion into a school for the gifted youth. To date, we have several gardens behind the school, each with their own specific type. I'm taking a picture of that so I remember. Probably going to do that a few times. Each with their own specific type of Pokemon to catch and train against. In front of the school, behind you, we have, like down this way, we have the battlegrounds, an area created and designed for you to battle against your fellow mutants. Inside the mansion is where you'll find your rooms will be, as well as others that stay here, as well as the others. We have a full-time cafeteria, library, and day room inside as well. This leads us to the sub-basement. Down there, you'll find the X-Jet that we use to take on missions, the laboratory, where you will find Forge always making something new. We also have a breeding facility with a room designed to hatch eggs as quick as possible. Then finally in the sub-basement you will find the Danger Room. In the Danger Room you'll be able to take on plenty of missions from the X-Men's past, which will have their own unique Pokemon and battles. If any of you have any questions, feel free to ask the X-Men you find along the way. I'll be in my room in the upper right wing of the building. Thank you for coming here, everyone. By joining us, you've shown you wish to help the human world merge with the world of mutants. One last thing, from time to time I'll have to communicate with you telepathically. These messages will read like this. They'll have that little pop-up of that exact image. It'll be blue text with the red words, or the blue name with the red words. Feel free to explore the mansion. Sweet, I'm gonna go check out my room. No place for me to go except the Danger Room. The gardens sound amazing. Time for me to go fill up on grass types. Guess that leaves me. I'm gonna go check out the battlegrounds. Okay. Oh, that weird that one's bigger. Oh, that's why I shrunk that one, but not this one. I'm sorry, new recruits. I forgot to mention your first task. Please find the other recruits you saw and battle them all. After you have done so, please report to me around my room for further instructions. Alright, so we get the running shoes, which apparently some people said it's X. I don't know. Mine just automatically do it once I turn the setting on that says default movement running. That doesn't come on though until after you pick up the running shoes. So after you pick up the shoes, you can go change that to where you're just always running. Okay, so the first thing I usually recommend doing is coming over to a Poke Center, healing. You can either do this version of it, which is super duper duper slow, or you can do... That's funny. Huh. There's also a mart here. You notice everything is cheaper for a good reason. I wouldn't recommend buying a bunch of Pokeballs immediately though, because you'll see in a second. Hello there, little one. Are you one of the new recruits? Oh, so your name is Gladness. Well, it's truly a pleasure to meet. Oh, I don't know why there's a question mark there. I'm gonna take a picture of that one too. Tee. This is for me just as much as it is you. My name is Aurora Monroe, but you can call me Storm. Welcome to Xavier School of Gifted Youngsters. This section of the school is what we call the Gardens. Here in the Gardens, you'll have access to several species of Pokemon. This here is the main garden where you will choose which type area you want to go to. Simply read the signs by each gateway to figure out which area you want to go to. Feel free to catch whichever Pokemon you want and grind them up in levels. Just please don't touch any of the plants or berries. The ecosystems are well balanced and we have plenty to eat inside. Looks like the other recruit ran off to the grass garden. You can either head there to battle or you can go to another garden and enhance your team. Hello there, you must be the new kid, blah blah blah. Basically, he's saying if you're in a pinch, regular Pokeballs could work in theory, but you won't catch Pokemon nearly as often as you'd like with them. Basically, he's saying Pokeballs are weaker. That's because they're the only one I couldn't manipulate. I could manipulate how all of these ones catch rates work, but not the Pokeballs. You get 10 Great Balls to start off. You get 10 quick balls to start off. And here you can find Ditto, Eevee, and a few other little starters. Because this is the main garden. Main story of the game progresses mission by mission. This garden's level will grow and its inhabitants will change. Throughout your mission, you should still pay attention to the tall grass because they will have Pokemon you can't find here in the garden. So every time you go off on the X-Jet and complete a mission, one of these, like, these areas will all grow up by like 10 levels or something. I haven't quite came to terms with how much that's going to be yet. But Psychic Garden, Ghost to the left, Ghost Garden. Kitty Pride. They'll all kind of explain their powers and what their Pokemon are going to kind of do. I'm going to go look for a good Pokemon or two, I think. Careful in the Ground Garden. There is one specific Pokemon in the Ground Garden that has made me faint several times. Funny that nothing has made me faint in this game besides that. But that's because there's really not... It's not supposed to be starting off hard. If you want a game that starts off difficult, go play Pokemon Pharaohs. Won't have the X-Men, but damn, does that game smack you. Oh, so you're one of the new recruits. My name is Clarice Ferguson, but everyone here calls me Blink. I'm sure there will come a day when you need my powers, but I'm a teleporter. Not at all like that Nightcrawler, though. He just poofs in and out of existence. My powers, on the other hand, allow me to open up direct gateways into any place around the world that I can imagine. Don't irritate me too much, or I'll drop you off in the middle of shark-infested waters. Blink winks at you. But there's one garden for each area. And this will tell you which gardens are through the gateway. So grass. I should probably be attacking a few things. I don't know why they all do that in this game. For some reason, they all set it up to where your first move is not the attack move. Everything I've noticed has had like Leer before Scratch kind of thing. So I'm going to change that real quick. Okay. That's not a bug I want to do. I think Nimble was good. I didn't play enough of that game, but I feel like I remember it being good. There is an experience share in my room. We're going to check on that. I'm just kind of showing out every area, and also for myself, making sure that nothing in these areas are crashing you for some weird reason. I'll probably put some items throughout this area. This was basically just like the bare minimum I was getting out there. I finally hit a point where I was like, all right, pretty much everything like coherently makes sense. I only felt like 1 to 2 things were missing so far. I don't know what's up with that. Okay, so we're going to go in there. We're going to try and fight her. We're going to see how this goes. You know what? We're going to catch a fire Pokemon first. Not Torchic, though. Torchic's weak sauce. I'll take a Fennekin. I'll definitely take a Fennekin. And yes, they can... all Pokemon that are wild can show up paralyzed, poisoned, sleep, and injured. Like, they can have nicknames. They can be other trainers' Pokemon throughout the games. I need to change that still, because right now you will totally find Batman names in there instead of X-Men names. We're going to go back, run, heal one more time, and then we're going to go kick her. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's the grass? No. Not the grass? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to try and go with Fennekin first, even though I don't think it has a fire move. It does not. For some reason, they all do that. I don't understand why. Something with the Gen 9 pack randomly did that. Little things to note. There's going to be a few random evolutionary changes, like Zygarde, for instance, already got changed to where he's going to be he starts at 10% in that garden, and then he can at 30 he goes up to 50%. At 50 he goes up to 100%. All right, so you have to go find these 4 people. There will probably be something that will remind you. Like, I'm going to try and figure out how to get the mission plug-in to work. That's not something that I know will work, so I wasn't putting it in the base demo. And said I gotta get it. Nice, got that ember. Okay. So the garden one was done. I think the only person I did not talk to in there would be up here. Then over here. Yeah, there you are. Come on, you can get up here. Ooh, that's a good one too. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, because it's not like you're out of food or water. You just pooped a little bit ago. Okay. Oh my gosh. Ah, you must be one of the newer recruits. My name is Pyotr Nikolavich Vasputin. You could call me Colossus. As you can see, my powers allow me and my entire body to turn metal. Thank you. But don't worry, you won't get tetanus if you brush up against each other. I don't rust. Go ahead and catch whatever you'd like. Just make sure you can handle their firepower. That's weird that that one's on the ground. Okay, so we're healing. We get knocked out that one. Let's go on down to the battlegrounds. The battlegrounds, we have a Pokemart kind of sorts over here. I don't think anyone noticed, but this is where you buy mints. So you can change your Pokemon's natures there right from the get-go. Usually Pro XG. You guys have saved my life time and time again. Talk to me again, and we'll sell you stuff. He's got all the stones, got some rocks, super capsules. I feel like so many merchants in this already have super capsules. But then we have a little Pokemon Center. Sorry, had a long day of work today. So this area through here, I've built them. I just haven't made them look pretty yet. It won't unlock until you're around the 20s to 30s range, but excuse me. It's going to be set up a lot like how the gardens are, except for instead of them being based off types, there's just going to be a whole area that's like the HP area, the attack area, the special attack area. So it's basically going to be full of Pokemon that just juice up that IV. Rather than it being a trainer battle where I have to go in there and try to make sure the trainer battles are right, I can just hit the switch on those and those will level up with everything else. So those things will randomly upgrade as you go through missions, just like the regular gardens will. And those will be so you can farm your like EVs. Yeah. You the new recruit? My name is Scott Summers. You will address me as Cyclops. Scott, be kind to the kid. Yes, dear. Anyways, welcome to the battlegrounds. Here you will find other students who want to battle, grow stronger, and someday join our elite force known as the X-Men. We may bring you out on missions from time to time, but even then, you're still just a trainee until Xavier or myself gives you the green light. You think you have what it takes? Let's find out. Oh, hello, my name is Jean Grey. This here is the Battle Gardens, where we test the strength of our Pokemon against others that will live here at the school. Oh my god, that's from Mad TV. Sorry. Right now it looks like your fellow recruit is waiting for your challenge. I've been having way too much fun with this. Feel free to wake up and take on Stingray whenever you're ready. Walk up, not wake up. Side note, if you ever see my character sprite standing in a mission and instead of it being green and yellow, it's red and yellow, run away. You need to run the other direction as fast as you can. That is my alternate form known as the Phoenix, and she is not someone you will ever want to meet. More than likely, she would end up being the last person you would ever meet. If worst comes to worst, you would get a game over screen, but still, she isn't someone to mess with. Just remember this, green means go talk to me, red means run away from me. Sorry if I scared you. Please go fight your fellow recruit and test your bond with your Pokemon. This board here will show you your next trainer. It's basically going to be set up to where you're going to have to, I think the initial thing was 420 trainers was what I wanted it being. So it starts at level 16, goes up one level every 4 or 5 trainers and just keeps going and going and going. But you'll go over here, click on it. This is one of the few parts I haven't done. You'll go over here, click on it. It'll ask you, do you want to fight this person? It'll give you how many Pokemon there are, what their levels are. It won't tell you anything else. And then it'll poof you up over here. Just like that. Alright, and that's how we're going to end up having to go about that. There will be several hundred, that's the plan at least, several hundred trainers to battle throughout time against in there. Every 10 levels or so, it'll be like a little boss thing. It'll basically be like the trainer towers, just instead of it being, except your Pokemon won't be the level 50 cap, and it's not like in rows. You can go to the Pokemon Center every time in between or whatever. They will be numbered in order, that way you can know, okay, I've beat 60 something of them. Dang, you might be the strongest of the 5 of us. For now. She waited until I get more Pokemon. That's when the real battles begin. That sounds like a sore loser right there. That sounds like that guy's going to be a villain someday or something. Alright, we're into the mansion now, finally. This is probably the lamest room of the entire map so far, so just bear with me. We got 5 directions to go through. To the cafeteria, to the dormitories, to the dormitories, to the library, to the sub-basement. Ooh, that's something I never showed anyone. I have several maps that I kind of built for this. This is the main outside area. If you run up to the gardens... God, I need to space those trees out. We'll space those trees out. But when you get into the actual gardens, it'll show you you're in this map that can go here, or those ones, and then this entrance will take you to these ones, and this entrance will take you to these ones. And then they're all kind of labeled a little bit. Psychic Garden, Ghost Garden, Dark Garden. Yeah. Nothing here crashes, right? Because that crashed in the last one for some dumb reason. Okay. I just wanted to show that off. Every individual mission is going to have its own map. We're definitely going to stress test to see how far that goes. But like, see, it shows you you're in this section, which connects from that doorway to this one. It was hard to make it look okay. It still doesn't really look that great, but it's going to be what it's going to be. Ooh, I got to fix that so he's not on the table. Bonjour, nouvelle tout. Je m'appelle Remy Lebeau. Blah, 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 blah. My apologies, little one. You probably don't speak French. I mean, at least I don't speak French. My name is Remy Lebeau. You can call me Gambit. My abilities allow me to imbue any object with kinetic energy, enough so to create an explosion on impact. Say, have you ever played 52 Pick? Quite a different game when I'm the dealer, no? Ah, don't worry. Gambit won't hurt you unless you give him a reason to. He gives a devilish grin when he says that. Hey there, Sugar. You must be the new recruit. My name is Anna Marie, but you can call me Rogue. My powers allow me to borrow other mutants' powers if I touch them. By touching them, but touching them also takes their powers away, and it's extremely painful too. Usually only takes about 20 seconds or so of touching them before they pass on from this world, so be careful not to touch me. I think her Pokemon are essentially going to be like all Drain Punch, Giga Drain kind of things. Oh, your staff went on vacation, eh? Okay, so you get the cookies up front, all the chocolates that let you raise your IVs. So right off the bat, you have access to like all of those starters. I don't even know. I think I counted it was 444. I actually think was the exact number I counted, and I laughed about that earlier. Maybe it was 414. Anyways, you have all those starters. You have 180 available in the garden. You have all the mints available so you can change natures, and you have all of these candies available so you can upgrade their IVs if they're bad. These are a bunch of cheaper probably than actual pricing things. Like the potion version of that is cheaper than the actual potion. Here's a Rotom catalog. The rest of this is going to start speeding up a lot because that beginning. These are all of their rooms. Eventually, you'll be able to go in here, like if Morph's or Gambit's room is open and he's in there, that means he's got a quest for you and he's going to take you somewhere for you to go run off and do shit. This is your room. You get an experience share. Because you're sharing in the experience of your room that there's nobody else in. Should be good. Whoa, I'm totally getting the top bunk. My name is Drake, by the way. It's a pleasure to meet you. I've been hearing about this place for years, and I'm glad I finally got to see it. The Professor! The Professor! Oh my god, that is so bad. He wasn't Spanish. The Professor. Try not to wreck. I'm so fucking with Gabby tomorrow. Oh my god. Anyways. Their teams start off very basic and work way more advanced. Hopefully that Flora girl likes daffodils. Those are my favorite. I'm just so excited. I can't wait to start our adventures. I love that he said our adventures as if he's going off with us. Alright, more rooms. These are guest rooms. Feel free to come in here and take a peek and look at whatever rooms you want. There's nothing in there right now. There might be at some point, but right now there is not. Seems you haven't beaten all 4 of them yet. Looks like your fellow recruits are Jeremiah's in the danger room in the sub-basement, Stingray's outside in the battlegrounds, Drake is checking out the left-wing dormitories, then Flora is in the grass garden. After you defeat all of them, come back and talk to me. So after you defeat all 4, that's just in case you didn't know where they were. Library, I plan on putting stories throughout all of this, like random X-Men comic kind of stories combined with Pokemon. If you played Pokemon Pharaohs, you would know what I'm kind of talking about if you read those. Oh my god, are you the new recruit? You're such a little cutie. Look at you in your little neat uniform. It almost reminds me of the first few days I was here at the mansion. Thankfully, you didn't have to deal with all the Sentinels to get here like I did. Oh my, I almost forgot my name is Jubilation Lee. You can call me Jubilee. Welcome to the expansion. I'm sure you are going to love it here. Oh man, I could barely just run over the couches. Did not process that. Wait, you guys came today? Man, where does the time go? I thought we still had another month before things started to get crowded with the new recruits. Oh well, the name is Bobby Drake, but everyone around here calls me Iceman. Yeah, I know. It's kind of a little too on the nose of a name, but I picked it when I was 12 and it stuck. Hope you enjoy the mansion. You'll be spending a lot of time running around, talking to those sorry lamos like the one sitting over there. Talking to the merchants, battling the other students, going off on danger room missions. Honestly, you have so many choices. I recommend talking to everyone you see before you progress too far, though. You don't want to miss anything. I gotta make it to where they're watching something. All of these will probably be filled up with random things to click on. I know in their rooms they all have pictures. I'm going to make it to where all the pictures have actual pictures for you to click on. Because who doesn't want to see, like, Rogue and... I mean, I meant to say Cyclops and Jean. Who doesn't want to see them on the beach in that cheesy-ass photo? To the laboratory in the X-Jet. To the danger room. To the breeding facility. We're going to go through the breeding facility. We got a daycare lady. We got the Eggman. We got the hidden power guy. And we got the lady who explains everything. Basically, she's gonna breed no XP. There are no encounters, trainers, or items here, with the exception of one at the end, which isn't actually there yet. This room is super long with nothing to do but run back and forth so you can hatch eggs as quick as possible. The carpet changes every 25 steps. The upper wall will change every 50 steps. The room itself is 250 steps. This was designed so you can mentally keep track of how many steps you've run, removing the obsessive checking of your egg summary screen. Luckily for you, a scientist named No No Never made a program that allows you to see exactly how many steps you need in order to have your Pokemon. Now you know how the room works. Go catch a Ditto and a Pokemon that has Magma Armor, Flame Body, or Steam Engine ability and catch away. So that's 25, 50, 75, 100. 25, 50, 75, 100. See? Nice and simple. You can just run all the way. There is no bicycle. There is no old rods. That's something I think I'm going to stick hard to in this game because I don't want to mess with doing more sprites on top of the ones I already have to do. Okay. Does that work yet? It does work. Nice. Let's go ahead and get that max repel that's in there. Okay. None of this stuff says anything yet. It might someday. I'm not quite sure. This will. Oh, I gotta move that picture so that way. Hey there, soldier. How's your exploration been treating you? My name is Daniel Lone Eagle, but everyone calls me Forge. I have a strange mutant power where I can build anything as long as my brain can conceive the idea. Apparently, there's a version of me in the future that has learned how to time travel, but I don't know how it works. So clearly, there is something that triggers my ability and doesn't let it just activate on command. Anyways, I'm tinkering and making new items, so feel free to come back later and buy something. Oh, so you're going to be one of those students that's always crawling. That is always crawling up my butt. Okay. I need to fix that too. Crawling up my abyss for something new and flashy, aren't you? Well, here, talk to me again, and I'll have a nice slew of starter items for you. Like the amulet coin, quick claw, metronome. If you just saw how expensive these items were before I made them cheap, holy crap. Like, why was the amulet coin 10k, but then, like, the quick claw was 50k? What? I figured it would be only a matter of time before you came down here. My name's Dr. Hank McCoy. I have a doctoral degree in genetics, biochemistry, biophysics, and robotics. Don't let my degrees intimidate you, though. I believe it is part of my mutation. Same as the blue heart. Don't go calling me PETA on the X Mansion. I choose to live down here. They aren't locking a beast in the basement. Come back to me from time to time. I'll probably have items for you to buy that you won't find anywhere else. Like right now, it's all of the grass type boosts, like all of those items. Ooh, the fairy feather is in here. Cool. But then here's the extra. This is where you'll come whenever you have real missions that are not danger room scenarios. I got to do all that little extra stuff. And then I believe this is the final thing. But what's up, rookie? I've had many names in the past. Some call me Logan, but you can call me Wolverine. Welcome to the danger room. Being over time, but you'll unlock more and more missions to test your abilities. Here are the things you should know before entering the danger room. 1. Once you enter the danger room mission, you will be in it until you complete it or until you faint. 2. There will not be any Poké Centers or places to change your team around inside the danger room, so choose your team wisely. From time to time, you may find people there willing to heal you once, but don't expect to find those there very often. 3. Just about every mission is going to have Pokemon you can only find in that mission. So make sure you bring plenty of balls and check all the grass. For now, I think that just about sums it up. I can add more rules later, but come talk to me if you need more help getting it. If you need help getting it running, make me proud, rookie, and don't make me have to scrape you up off the walls in there. And then another Pokemon Center, so that makes 3. Cool. That doesn't open. After you beat all 5 danger room scenarios, or the first 5 danger room scenarios, this will open up to a room that has like pretty much all the ones that passed. So this will always be the most accurate or most common or most recent new one, and the old ones will go through right here. It'll look like a rug. Sup, Bubblegum? My name's Jeremiah. So far, it looks like we only have access to missions that force us to battle a ton of wild Pokemon, followed by one trainer at the end. I mean, that's neat that they're giving us more opportunities to find Pokemon than tune with this, but it's odd they aren't prepping us for battle. Maybe they just don't think we're ready yet. Wolverine said I need to battle you and battle you and the others before I can use a danger room, so let's get this over with. Damn. Okay, we're going to go heal. Then we have to go talk to the professor. All of these merchants are the same. At least currently, they're all the same. I feel like they're never really going to change. So now that we've done that, we come talk up here to the professor. Ah, so you beat them all. Exceptionally well done. When we are done talking, I will send a message to Wolverine and allow you to start your danger room training. After you complete the first 5 danger room missions, I will alert you with further instructions. Don't worry too much. Your first set of danger room missions will all be large areas, such as a forest. There will only be one hologram trainer at the end. Your objective for these first few missions will be 1. Survive the onslaught of Pokemon. 2. Make it to the end of the scenario maps. 3. Defeat the trainer hidden at the end. These aren't the real mutants you will find in the real world. They are just holograms weakened to help you train your abilities. Still, I wouldn't take them lightly. The first will start at level 8s with an ace of 10. The second will be 10s with an ace of 12. They will continue to grow and throughout the 5 danger room scenarios, so make sure you train all of your Pokemon and catch the ones you find along the way. There will be plenty of Pokemon in the danger room that you cannot find in our gardens. Not a ton, but there are Pokemon we can't keep here safely. Remember, you don't need to go there now. Feel free to explore the mansion, check out the gardens, and talk to other students. I'm sure they won't want to battle you yet, but I'm sure that they will someday soon. Okay, so you can either go back through and hit more gardens. The battlegrounds will open up after you defeat the 5 danger room missions. Currently, there is only the 1 danger room mission, which we are about to try to do, even though I recommended with 8s. We're just going to see if I can power through. And if not, oh well. Danger Room Scenario 1 will drop you in a forest without anyone else nearby besides your target villain. It is recommended that you bring a minimum of 3 Pokemon at level 8 and a bundle of balls and healing items. Once you enter, you cannot return until you faint or complete your scenario. Will you join? No? Okay, come back later when you want to participate in the Danger Room. Just wanted to show you that no did work. Splendid. Teleporting now. I like how smooth that kind of felt though. Your goals for the scenario is clear. Get to the end of the route and defeat the trainer who is waiting for you. Catch, defeat, or run from any wild Pokemon in your path. You're in the danger room now. The only way to go is forward. So in this danger room, there are 2 different types of encounters. There are cave encounters, which you will find on these kind of tiles and these kind of tiles. Or there are tall grass encounters. Self-explanatory. I definitely recommend a fire Pokemon for this first one because this has a lot of grass in it. Grass and bug. Not all, but a lot. I didn't buy any potions or anything, did I? Huh. Well, we're really going to be trying some shit today. I'm hoping I can just get Finnegan high enough and just bulldoze through it that way. You know, like OG Pokemon style. Gee, that's what a real monkey looks like. I'm not Frieza. I don't think I can get away with saying that. And yes, it is going to be really high encounter rates throughout these first 5 danger missions. That is the point. Because there are no trainers, just Pokemon. And yes, they are meant to look very basic and simple because it's the very beginning of the game. They'll get far more complicated and detailed. That was a Pokemon named Uranium. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. Gosh, I just realized I can run a full primate team now, couldn't I? I didn't intentionally run from the grass type, it just kind of happened. Ooh, Cyclizar. I'm just going to try and catch that. Nice. Got the experience without having to kill it. And got something else to hopefully be a meat shield throughout this little battle. We're going to run out of Ember soon. No. Okay. Oh yeah, we should have plenty of Ember. So I think that's the end of it. Yep. One of the people in my Discord made the comment that this doesn't even look like a game that I made because of how different it is from the other two. There are no gym badges in this game, by the way. That's not the purpose of this. There's probably going to be something that's kind of like a gym badge, but it's more telling you you're done with phase 1 of the game, you're done with phase 2 of the game, that kind of thing. Okay, we're just going to run the rest of the way. Like, you'll probably get something like that looks like a badge in that same pocket that I put the other ones in, and it'll just be like phase 1 done, phase 2 done, phase 3 done. Why am I saving? Because I'm not keeping this file. Hello there, young one. What are you doing in such a secluded forest like this one? Wait, what? You're a mutant, aren't you? Get over here, you mutant scum. I've made it my life's work to exterminate you. Really? That's funny. That was supposed to be the Ahab sprite from my last game. I'll have to put that one in there. I tested this like right before I went to bed last night and then posted the demo up onto my other two Discords and randomly woke up to like 10 people playing this game that caught me off guard. Because my first games were so slow to get any traction whatsoever. It seems like this one might be different. Oh, I was hoping we had a quick attack. Okay. This thing has Mold Breaker? Yeah, that's interesting. I'm going to exterminate you mutants. If it's the last thing you see the hologram begin to fade away. That's interesting. That needs to be fixed too. Well done. You've completed my mission. I may have given you a white lie before, and said you would find a villain at the end of the shot. You didn't really give me the white lie. The machine kind of did, but that wasn't exactly the case here. But this is far more realistic for the outside world. Regular humans such as these don't take kindly to mutants such as ourselves. They fear us. This may have just been a simulation, but please remember there are real dangers out there, even if they are from ordinary, everyday people. You obtained a Firestone. This ends your Danger Room session. After you defeat all 5, they'll pop up there so you can play through them. It tells you what Danger Room 2 will be, what recommend to do it, but if you hit yes, it doesn't actually teleport you. Because that is the end of my demo. I'm going to need to fix a couple of things, but that at least gets everyone a good idea of where we are going with this game. After you defeat all 5 of those, as I said, you'll unlock the Battlegrounds tower, and that will end up letting you get the first 10 or 20 waves. I haven't quite figured out which one it is, but they'll start at level 16. Excuse me. Then after you beat those 20, you're going to get summoned back to Xavier's office. Whoops. Where he's going to pretty much explain, hey, we're all going off on a mission, and I'm going to bring you with us. Please meet everyone down in the X-Jet. Then you'll run down to the X-Jet, and the first mission is going to be you basically fending off like 5 multiple men copies. And that's basically the whole goal is just going to be you don't let them touch the plane. That's the whole mission. But I'm going to quit trying to do it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you all for watching. If any of you do, please download the game whenever it's done. Download if you want to catch some stuff in the garden, or if you want to feel how the game feels or run through everything. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to go to bed. It's 1 a.m. Just got home from work. Love you guys.